Hello, how are you? Hope you are joining me on a beautiful note. It's another day, it's a beautiful day, and it's a beautiful weather. You know, dressed in my African Barbie dress. I designed it. It's been for like 3-4 years now, the combinations and stuff. I love the patterns and the style and stuff. I think it's a good thing to promote the diversity in art and promote the diversity in patterns and and what have you. So I'm having me a coffee, black coffee. It's actually dark coffee, whichever way you want to call it, and a plate of minced chicken with stuffed vegetables, you know pocket roll, you call it pocket roll or what have you. It's a beautiful piece of breakfast. So I like to be diverse in my breakfast. I like to just have a different flavor. Life is all about feelings and emotions and what have you. So that's just about it. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, try and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll place the link after this video. And because all the videos will be there, and it's even more it has more value and more substance and stuff like that. So you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that's how we'll continue to relate and communicate better. And then you can share the page, share the YouTube channel, share everything that you want to share it. It's also good. Yes, I'm going to be doing the Hausa video after this, and it's going to be on the YouTube channel Aminaofafrica. Morning Abubakar Sadiq, morning Abdul Aziz Bala Dahiru, morning Adam Bukar, morning Isiak, morning to all the beautiful, good intended, good-hearted people, because some people are just what they are. Anyway, I'm still here in my natural skin, in my love for life, love for Africa, love for humanity. Let's try and get the things together and balance it up. Youths have not been speaking out much. They don't talk much. They only come out to flamboyant, their Gucci and what have you. So now we need to discuss both social issues, political issues, realistic issues, everything, so we can get our life together, so we don't continue advancing PhD in criminology or criminal display or criminal action. This is the reason why I do these videos and stuff, to educate people, to mediate, and to to be realistic. The other time I did the video on Dangote, Aliko Dangote, with his mistress or side chick. She refused to remove it from her page. That's the update, because she believes she had a relationship with him. And you are all here because you are youths from Africa, so-called youths from Africa, that don't have their mind of their own. So now I'm helping you to have your mind of your own, so we can make Africa better, so we can be global and stop relying on what they say, like slaves or men suffering from mental slavery. We need to also be innovative, to think and stuff, and stop waiting for second-hand goods to come in so that we can move ahead, or we can flaunt it. We should be thinking on how to be innovative, how to think, how to be better in our thoughts and in our creativity and in our innovations, not to wait for consumption or for other things to come. We should also drive. We should be a driving force. So yes, if he didn't have that sexual relationship or any kind of relationship, he will have had her arrested. So yes, he did. And that's a confirmation. And that's very shameful. When Rahama Sado had her own backlash, everybody was up and going. So women, we must learn to stick together for realistic things, and for us to become, more respected in the society, because some think that it's okay for men to do other things and not get called out, and what have you, so we must learn to balance certain things, so that we don't become more gender violence, gender discrimination, so that we can drive our continent forward. Because women in Africa are being looked down. They think women are cheap. Women are not cheap. That's the gateway of life. That's how you're going to be called a father. That's how she's also she's going to be called a mother. So we must learn to have that balanced respect. Women are the most important important role figures in our society, but they always allow themselves to be looked down upon. And we cannot continue nurturing this kind of mess. We must learn to always, operate in a liberation manner, in a manner that we can look at things in a positive way. Nothing is cheap. Nothing is cheap in this life. So we have to always be positive minded. Flow on a better dimension. And that's about it. So I read some comments on that. I am the Louise. I read how some women went. I don't know whether it's envy that she slept. What's so special in being a side chick of Dangote? I feel it's degrading, but that's what some women do when they don't have anything else and they're in love, and they rather just go all the way and just let it out. A woman can do anything for love. And she can say her heart out, and she doesn't care whichever way you call it. I had some people calling her names, and then she sends them love messages and stuff. And the woman is still free. She's running her business. She's doing her things. All she cares about is love. If he can go and pay her dowry and they can stick together, it makes sense. But you can't just come and then assume you want to oppress. You think because you do that in Africa, you can do that anywhere. It's very bad. You shouldn't be oppressing people. People are liberated. That's the essence of the Statue of Liberty in New York, for people to have liberty to speak out, So we need to also follow suit so we can stop engaging in criminal activities. Because most youths in Africa, they engage in criminal activities in high rate because they are being oppressed. And that's why I speak out. Buddha Baki, Ayimagana, Sorosuki, and that's what's up. So anyway, today's discussion is on that Deborah, the deeper life woman. And she was also... it still falls in line of religious corruption. I'm glad people are waking up to realize that religious corruption is a big deal. We are being sophisticated by religious corruption. You talk about something, people come and tell you, you dare not talk. Who are you? You dare not talk. That's how we have terrorists. That's how we have criminal organizations and stuff. You dare not talk. That's how we have our society in a big mess. You dare not talk. That's how we have 3-month-old baby being raped. You dare not talk. That's how you have all kinds of things. People do things. You see, the last time in Katsina State, there was a video going on. Is it Doking Arfe? Kind of like a channel. They were saying that an Almajre, they were being raped anally. They were being molested, unnatural causes and stuff like that happening to them. People were like, yes, religion corruption has been ongoing. People's children have been paying the price, just like what this deeper life woman is just all about. She's sad, she's pouring her heart out, and the same Africans, rather than for them to look for solution, they are going insulting her, threatening her, intimidating her. And that's why we must be relentless to make sure that people get their senses. Because we can't keep going on like this. We'll keep cultivating monsters and criminals, and it's not okay. So she spoke about her son going to deeper life school and then being abused. He was spiritually abused, physically abused. He looked emaciated. He looked ill, like a HIV/AIDS patient, she called him. And after some time, the boy gained back his body weight, his MII, his body fat and what have you, was a mess, and people were not still seeing it. They want her to still keep it hush hush, and it's not okay for you to be keeping things hush hush. These are times that we need to fix things so we don't keep cultivating terrorists, criminals and stuff and what have you, So she spoke about it, and it helped, and it helped. And I think these are situations that we have to figure out how to make our sanity better. Our sanity better, because we are in a stage of reality where a lot of things has happened to many people and they've kept it to themselves. Rape has happened in religious centers, human rights violations, all kinds of things, murder, and then you dare not talk. You dare not talk because he's a renowned so-called whatever, or he's a high whatever, you know, reverend or pastor or malams and or stars, you know. And the sad part is that we cannot continue like this. We must learn to balance our equation. So speaking out is a good thing. And all the people that have sanity, that understood, that also have been victims and stuff, I think they need to also file a police report. They need to process it as a criminal thing, because religious corruption is a criminal thing. I have made myself very clear. Regardless of what religion, whether it's Jew, Muslim religion, Christian religion, once you're corrupt, you are a criminal. You are a criminal. There's no need whether you are a high person. Religious corruption, it has affected a lot of Africans mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, you know. So we shouldn't be mentally enslaved in any kind of thing. Religion is supposed to liberate us, not enslave us. Religion is supposed to bring positivity, not put hate and criminality. So get that straight. That's what I'm advocating. Youth must learn to have a mind of their own, to think positive, think through, and create great things in the global world, not become criminals, great criminals, you know. We've seen great kidnappers like Evans. We've seen great terrorists. We've seen great bandits. We've seen great, you know, everything, name it, you know, drug addicts, drug dealers and stuff. From here to Malaysia, we've seen great Yahoo 419 cyber criminals like Hush Puppy, you know, all what have you. So you want us to keep quiet and keep mute, and then they'll continue calling us lazy youths? So those are the times for you to process things and wake up, and also play a part and be part of your positive dimension, positive growth, you know, so we can better us and better our society. This is what I have for you. I'm going to have it on my YouTube channel. You have a blessed day. You know, remember to subscribe. I'm going to do this in Hausa. Kudos to Deborah and her son. I wish Deborah and her son good recovery, good healing, because she needs healing. She needs counseling, she needs love, and she needs, you know, she needs justice. She needs justice. So justice for Deborah. And you need to also support her if you have sanity, because we are in a situation now, people are getting away with criminals and they are making other people become monsters. We don't need monsters in our society. We need human beings in our society, not animals, not criminals and what have you. So learn to see things the way it is, and don't sugarcoat it, and don't be a hypocrite. Hypocritism is how we got terrorists, is how we got kidnappers, bandits, security corruption, and you, your family, and you yourself, you're vulnerable for it. And that's how we have leaders that they are not putting their people first. That's how we have businessmen that sponsors politicians, and they are not putting their people first. They don't care whether they spill how many blood or they slaughter how many people. The same set of people will come online and say, no, it's not 43, while the terrorist is having a figured number. And that's how you look stupid, because you think that what your leader says all the time, you won't go and research, and you won't demand that your leaders give you better standard quality leadership with respect. You rather be treated like a slave. It's not okay. This is the era everybody wants good thing, good value, good respect globally. Everybody wants good standard, good life. We all know how technology has become in the global world, and we need that. We need that. Africans, we are tired of all this Amish primitive things and stuff like that. We need to also grow. South Africa has utilized its own growth. Even then, they still have the shanties and what have you. We need to also do that in the West African, East African, and North Africa region. You know, enough of all this, you know, primitive lifestyle. And then the leaders come into power, they loot and stuff, and they leave us behind. It's disgusting. It's gross. We need to upgrade. You know, we are due for upgrade. So you need to demand, your leaders need to upgrade. You know, so you need to stop showing them that love that you show them, so that they continue looting or they continue doing their corruption, and then they'll bring pastors and malams to come and preach for you. That's what they did during the slave trade. They used religion to also calm you down and stuff, and they are doing it now after that. So we need to stop doing that kind of thing. It's a big mess on us. Stop hurting each other. Let's liberate each other like Statue of Liberty in Africa. So it is how well, it's not how far. Have a blessed day, you and your family. Bye-bye. Mm-mm-mm.